Managing data at scale in cloud storage can quickly become complex, especially when you need to automate repetitive tasks like moving, deleting, or organizing blobs. Azure Storage Actions helps you streamline these operations using storage tasks that can be scheduled and applied across your storage accounts. In this video, we will walk through what storage task is and how to create one. Hello everyone, I hope you are all doing well. I'm Manhar and welcome back to MSFT WebCast. Azure Storage Actions is a serverless framework for performing common data operations on millions of objects across multiple storage accounts. A storage task is a reusable automation configuration that performs operations on a blobs in Azure Storage based on defined conditions and actions. You can use Azure Storage Actions to automate tasks such as moving data to more cost-effective tiers, managing the retention of versions, snapshots or sensitive datasets, rehydrating data from archive storage for immediate use, and managing blob index tags and metadata for better organization and data retrieval. A storage task performs operations on blobs in Azure Storage account based on a set of defined conditions. It consists of a set of conditions and operations. To execute a storage task, you must create an assignment. Before creating a storage task, ensure that versioning has been enabled on the storage account. Open your preferred web browser, navigate to portal.azure.com and sign in with your Azure account. In the Azure portal, search for Storage Actions. Then under Services, select Azure Storage Actions. You'll see existing storage task on this page. Click Create to create a new storage task. On the Basics tab, provide the essential information for your storage task. Select the subscription for the new storage task. Choose an existing resource group or create a new one for the storage task. Specify a unique name for your storage task. It must be 3 to 18 characters long and contain only lowercase letters and numbers. Select the region where you want to create your storage task. I'll keep the East US region selected, matching a storage account. Optionally, you can associate a user-assigned managed identity with this storage task. By default, a system-assigned managed identity is created during provisioning. Click Next to continue. On the Conditions tab, define the conditions that must be met by each object and the operations to perform on the object. A condition is a collection of one or more clauses. Each clause contains a property, a value, and an operator. When the storage task runs, it uses the operator to compare the property with the value to determine whether the clause is satisfied by the target object. An operation is the action a storage task performs on objects that meet the defined conditions. Deleting a blob is one example. Let's take an example for this demo. A company stores application logs in Azure Blob Storage. Logs older than 30 days need to be automatically deleted to reduce storage cost. We have an if and a then clause. This means we define our conditions where if a certain blob matches these conditions defined here, only then is a certain operation made on that specific blobs. In this demo, we'll create a storage task to automatically delete blobs older than 20 days. In blob property, open the drop-down menu and choose blob name from the list. Choose the starts with operator from the list. Type log in the property value field. For this example, assume all log files are named starting with log. To add a clause to a condition, select Add a new clause. Ensure that AND option is selected. In blob property, open the drop-down menu and choose Last Modified. Choose the greater than operator from the list. Click Selective Value and enter the number of days. Type 20 days for this example. Click on Save. If you want, you can group these two if conditions together. For that, select the both checkboxes and at the top, click on Group. Now both conditions are grouped together. Once again, verify the conditions carefully. Only blobs that start with log and older than 20 days will be targeted by these conditions. Next, define the operation, which is the action a storage task performs on objects that meet the specified conditions. In operation, open the drop-down menu and select Delete Blob from the list. This tells Azure what to do when conditions are met. If needed, you can add more conditions by clicking Add New Condition link. Once we define a condition and before we assign it to the storage account, we want to ensure that whatever we have created is logically correct. To do that, we have a feature called Preview Conditions. This feature allows you to review affected blobs before the assignment. When you click Preview Conditions, it checks conditions we set and look for any matching blobs in the storage account. Select the storage account. In my case, it is GJ Storage ACC. Then select the container name, which will be test container 001. Click Preview and wait for the result. The list shows which blobs match the conditions and which don't, so you can see which ones the storage task will target. From the results, we can confirm that the conditions are correct. Click Close to close the preview page. Click Next to continue. You can configure assignments either now or after creating the storage task. Assign the storage task to one or more storage accounts and specify when the task should run for each account. For now, we are just creating a storage task. We won't assign it yet. Click Next to continue. Again, click Next. Please wait until the validation check is complete. Review the configuration settings, and once everything looks correct, click Create to create the storage task. The deployment process will take some time to complete. Wait for the notification message to appear. When the deployment is complete, click Go to Resources. The storage task is now successfully created. We will be on the Overview tab of the newly created storage task. The next step is to set up assignments. Expand Storage Task Management and then click on Conditions. These are the conditions we configured while creating the storage task. You can adjust the conditions here if required. This is how you can create a storage task using the Azure portal. In the next video, you'll learn how to configure storage task assignments in the Azure portal. That's all for this video. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on Microsoft Azure and other Microsoft related topics. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day.